All right. Well, hey, welcome back. Hey, I got my boards in the last video all cut to size for my napkin holder. What I'm going to do now is I've decided I'm going to use the CNC machine for what I'm going to do. So, as I told you, I need to apply some sanding sealer. This looks a lot like polyurethane, but it's not. It's a little bit different. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a thin coat of this and put it on my the two boards that I have here. Oops, camera's in the wrong place. Sorry. So I'm going to take and apply a thin layer to those. So I'm going to open up my can here. And I always tell kids, let me open these up for you because if you spill them all over, it is expensive to clean up. If I spill it all over, you get to laugh at me, okay? So let me do the opening. So set my keys off to the side there, open the lid. I'm going to set this someplace where I'm not likely to get something. It's a little sticky, so try to keep your fingers out of it. These are foam brushes, and so the good news is these will do a million of these boards, but they all have to be done the same class period. So we'll get them set up for you so that you can do them. You'll be wearing gloves, so we can share the brush as long as you're wearing gloves. So I'm going to dip this in about a ½ inch, okay? Don't go any farther than a ½ inch, or you'll have this stuff running all over the place. And the mistake kids make is if you think, oh, well, if 3 thin coats are good, 3 thick coats are better, well, that's not quite true. The thicker you put this on, the less likely it is to dry in the time that we've given it. As a matter of fact, I've had kids put this on so thick that it has taken weeks for it to completely dry all the way through. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to brush on a very thin coat. And yeah, on the first coat, as that dries, a bunch of it's going to soak in, and that's okay. It's not a problem if it soaks in. What we're doing is we're building up a layer of protection here, okay? So the first layer soaks in a little bit, gets into the grain of the pores. Notice I'm only doing one surface of each of these boards, and that's where I'm going to put this through and encarve on my project here. So one piece or one side of each piece. Make sure I don't have any runs or bubbles or drips, okay? And again, I'd rather go dump this into or dip it into the can 100 times than to have it just running all over, okay? So now, those need to sit. Those will sit for 30 minutes after we get them good and dry, and we know that they're not going to be sticky or tacky. Again, 25, 30 minutes. We'll put a second coat on there so the first layer soaks in about halfway. You're going to put a layer on top of that. We're going to wait 30 minutes, maybe 40, and then we're going to put that last layer on top of it. And those 3 layers of protection should be enough to completely seal up that surface, okay? So once we get it sealed, we're in good shape. All right. Hey, good luck. And again, you only need to seal your boards if you're going to use the CNC machine. If you're not using the CNC machine, you can skip this step. All right. See you for the next one.